Hi. I tried making this speech yesterday in a vegan oat milk bath, but I got all too relaxed in the bath, so I decided that I will try something a bit more active, like this place. And yeah, let's see how this goes. So yeah, right about we're about the same place in the universe that we were 30 years ago when I was born. We're about in the same line, starting another round. It's this kind of mark that you can have like when you go run a circle in competition, whatever. So yeah, I'm turning 30 today. So I've existed in this body on this planet for 30 years. So in other words, I've been circling the sun on this spaceship, this mutual spaceship of ours called Earth, for 30 rounds now. And yeah. That's also, this 30th birthday marks the end of a phase called Saturn return. That means, a friend told me about it, it means that when the planet Saturn, it's coming back to the spot in the universe, in the solar system, where it was when I was born 29 or so years ago, 30 years ago. It's the so it takes about 29 years for the planet Saturn to make this one orbit around the sun. And now when it's coming back, it's the like this last bit of the Saturn return marks the phase of great struggle and difficulties in each person's life around their 29th year. And Saturn represents misfortune and is this kind of an asshole planet which causes troublemaker. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely felt that, and somehow I associate it with this growing pain, this pain that kids and teenagers feel in their muscles and in their joints and in their bones when they are growing up so fast that their bodies don't keep up with that pace, that it just feel growing pains. Somehow I felt like that this Saturn return was some kind of a fast growing pain for me. And I'm very happy to move forward to the next cycle now. I'm happy to leave my Saturn return behind. So yeah, but talking about planets, this state of our own planet worries me a lot. It makes me sad. It makes me so sad. The last time when I cried hopelessly, this hopeless cry, I was like a helpless child crying in a way that you can't just see the end of that sadness. I was crying when I realized the state of this planet of ours. When it struck on me how this planet is dying, and we're dying with it. It makes me profoundly sad. This grief is something that I can't really handle when I think that if I were to have kids and they would have kids, that kids of those grandchildren of mine would probably never see their 30th birthday on this planet, because this planet and the life as we know it won't exist anymore. Or that's highly possible. The recent estimates are that we only have 50% chance of survival as humankind to the next century. Those statistics are quite rough. We only have 50% chance of surviving after the next 80 years or so. And that makes me so sad when I think of it, because it's this first love of mine. I think this planet and the love that I've felt and feel towards it is the form of unconditional love that I never knew existed. I love this land. I love parts of it. They are my home. This planet serves me as my home. And every person that I've ever known, every friend of mine, all my past loves and my future loves, and my family, everyone that I will ever meet is on this planet and is from here. This really is our mutual spaceship. It's our home. But it's not only for us. It's home for countless of other sentient beings. It's a home for animals and plants and other vegetation. It's home for fungi. It's also home for oceans and bacteria and all those different forms of life that we do not yet know about. It's our mutual home, and we are dying, and those species are dying here because of us. And that makes me profoundly, deeply sad. For the past 6 months or so, I've been living in Iceland, in this vast and large nature. I live in a house that has an ocean view and also a view of the mountains, the fjords. And it's just, every day I encounter this feeling of being small and insignificant. When I look at these fjords and how they are formed, how the ice just scratched them and took pieces of them, and how those lines are still visible in the mountains, and how that happened tens of thousands of years ago. So long time ago that I can't even place it in my head, in my 30-year-old head. I don't have any possibility to understand those kind of time scales. Because, this nature here, these parts of nature that are so incredibly much older than I am, make me feel extremely insignificant, small, and young. Yet at the same time, this 30-year-old body of mine is all the universe that I have, and I've ever had and will ever have. It's the container for all the experiences that I've had in this life. And it's my reference point for living on this planet. So it's also the most important universe that I have. And with what I can communicate and be in contact with other beings. And now I mean you, my friends, far away or closer by. I'm really grateful for all the amazing moments and meaningful, important moments that we've shared in these past 30 years that I've existed on this planet. And those moments that we have shared together are very valuable to me. And even though I don't keep in touch so often, or we haven't seen each other for years, probably some part of you, I still carry some part of you with me. And I cherish those moments that we have shared. And I wish that the next 30 rounds around the sun will provide us more of those moments, and that this existence is as meaningful and beautiful as it can be. and when we are here together. Thanks. Uh-oh.